Hi and good evening. I'm just getting ready, sharing the link. So give me a moment and I'll be there with you. All right, so I've shared the link. Should be there available. Hi Sridhar. Hi Vasudha. Hi Arun. Hi Raman. Hi Sai. Just give me one more minute and I should be ready. Hi Raghav. Hi Reno. Hi Jess. Sashrikal. Hi Somi. Let me just stop share and share the entire screen properly so that you can see the Excel sheet. Okay. So let me run the scans first. How to run the scan on inside day. MU has inside day. MU is like super strong. Inside day. That's the new one. Marvel, I don't trade. Novak, Space, Wish, WPS, Neo, VMW. No, they're not good enough. Let me see if anything has inside weeks. Tesla and Snow inside weeks. They're still inside weeks. Tesla is inside week. Tesla is inside week. Then we have Snow. Snow is looking good. So Snow, let me put Snow here. Inside week. And Square. Square inside week. Setting up plus inside day. So it's inside week as of now. Then Sofi and Twitter. Okay, so they are there. Hi MTN, hi Special Q, hi Dash, hi Shravan, hi Uttam, hi Satish, hi Raghu, hi Jeremy, hi JK, hi Gagan. Hope you had a good dinner if you're in the East Coast and probably getting ready for your dinner on the West side. Market is really choppy, really killing you on both the sides. So I'm trying to avoid too many trades, sticking to my one trade policy. And it's doing all right as of now, no complaints. Hopefully you are also building your temperament not to overtrade, because this market, it looks pretty itchy to go out and start trading, but then every time we overtrade it, we lose. If we have losses, it's all right. We can always recoup that. Point is, we should keep our heads and chins high, Make sure we do not do a revenge trading and get on with simple, steady plan. You only need one trade per day to be successful. There's no need to make $10,000 in a day and then give back next day. That's not going to benefit. The only thing which is going to be benefit, make 1,500 a day, end of the week, cash that out, and you will start to feel the confidence. You will start to feel the difference in your trading. So with those words, again, these are my views, my analysis. I do not give anybody any alerts. I'm sharing my analysis. I'm giving you an idea. You can use this idea. You can validate this idea. You can share your ideas with me. And then we can make this conversation much more meaningful. All right. So let me get started. First few things which I wanted to discuss today is regarding the Fed, because Fed is really, really important now. Fed has said pretty clearly that they are going to do pretty quick unwinding of their balance sheet right now. And again, I'll start analysis at 10:30. I'm just giving you an overview on Fed. Right now, 8.6 trillion dollar is the balance sheet for Fed. And this increased approximately 4.8 trillion since COVID 2020 March, where we rose until March of 2022. It's still ongoing. It's not completely went away. So it's still there. Now, problem with all of this is that interest rate is hiking, which is showing the strength of economy, that economy can digest the higher interest rate. But unwinding is more doubtful, because when you want to squeeze out this much money from the market, it will come from housing, it will come from equity, it will come from other commodities as well. So substantial chunk needs to come out. Reduction of this balance sheet will be a negative factor running on the funds and the investors. That's why, if you remember, if we go back in December, when I was saying that when ECB and FOMC, they are pushing $120 billion per month, when they take it away, and then Fed has to also take away the money, market will not be easy to trade. That's been 2 months now. It's like 15th of February yesterday. So that is coming right now. You're kind of getting that sense that yes, for market to go up, you need new and fresh money. If that fresh money is not coming, market is not going to go up. In simple terms, imagine there are two friends. You have $100, I have $100. Okay. If we keep on trading between us, either I'll be getting $200 and you'll be getting zero. The maximum is the sum between the total dollar amount. Unless and until somebody comes up with some new money, that $200 is not going to go up. Now, that new money, that new easy money is not coming. So new asset demand is not creating. And that's what is happening with so many tech stocks, which were like super rocket in 2020. And now they are like broken bad, really, really in bad shape. So keep an eye. This thing can be a little tricky to understand, but we have to accept it that free money will not be available. It is going to be a hard market to tackle. So slow and steady will always win the race. Keep that in mind. Now, in terms of ES, yesterday, ES showed the morning star and we went long with it. I went long after hours, maybe in the night, and then I booked my long position. I even mentioned that on Twitter. And in the morning, we had negative news starting from Google. Facebook went down really badly after that. And then retail CPI was really, really high. but retail sales numbers were really, really high, not CPI. Retail numbers shows that there's still confidence in the market, still confidence in the consumer to buy at higher prices. That's 3.8. But if you go back and see in last 3 or 4 months, these numbers have seen substantial revision. So whether it's going to sustain 3.8 percentage, because this is not a miss by a small number, it's a huge miss by the analysis. They were expecting 0.5% and it came out 3.8. That's about 600% of miss on the estimation. So something might come up. On daily candles, if you see here, this is the morning star. It has still not broken. It's holding this area, 4458. And again, throughout the day, it was struggling 4458, 4460. In the afternoon, it tried to went up, but could not sustain to close above the 12 EMA, which is right here. And this is the candle chart. It's not a high Kenichi. You see, it kind of hesitated. And if I break it down to 30 minutes to give you much better picture, it's right there. It's struggling in this area throughout 4460. It went up, and then as soon as it goes up, there's a evening star on Wednesday. And now we're just continuing. And this is Thursday's session for future. So keep an eye. We need to have some solid back-to-back candles. Otherwise, we're going to miss the train on 30 minutes. And what's forward? So it's basing really, really good. Like once it has taken the support from this area, it is making higher lows. And because this is not giving us a clear picture, let's go to 2 days to see what's the clear picture here. So 2 days, you see, we are still making an inside of 2 days. And this 2 day has started. This is going to close on, started on, this is 2D, right? This started on 15th and 16th. So this is complete. This is starting on 16th and is going to complete on 17th. This is still making inside of 2 day. Now, inside of 2 days, still not giving me a clear picture. So I'll stick. Like it's forming a base. If it loses 4458, it's going to be really, really tough for market to regain its momentum. I would love to go long above 4472 now. So here I was looking at 4460. Now 4460 is my stop loss. I would go above 4472, which is the 12 EMA, and target is 4520, 4490 because it's struck there, 4490 and 4520. But I'm reducing it to 60% now. And this is not a morning star anymore. It's just trying to recapture, or I would say kind of making a bullish pennant. But I don't see a body, full body here. It's just making higher highs, higher lows in last 1, 2, 3, 4. So higher highs, higher lows. Bullish basing. But 4460 is really, really important. This is. If we lose 4460, we'll come back and definitely test 4380. If we lose 4460, I would simply go sell right there for a target of 4420, which is right here, and 438. This is the super duper support for the market. If it loses this, it's gonna turn ugly, and we will test this 4260. So 4320 is kind of a super duper support area for ES. That's my take. Again, below 4460, market is negative. Or last and I am neutral. I need it to close above 4470 to give me any confirmation. So I'm neutral to short. On below this area, I'm short. QQQ. QQQ again, like if you see right here, it's struggling to close above the 12 EMA. This is the normal chart. If I convert this into Heiken, or let me just do one simple thing. Let me have both the charts in front of me and do a comparison. Let's see. Heiken is also suggesting a positive momentum because it's not showing negativity. And this one, because this is a normal candle, there are gaps and ups and down. This is also showing that, yes, it's trying to regain the 12 EMA. So with less probability of a 50 basis point hike or a push towards not a very big hike by June, like as Bullard was saying, he expect 1% or 100 basis point hike by June. I think that's not going to happen. 50 basis point is priced in. So market will take a cue from it. And as I said, market is looking for a momentum towards higher range. So again, if it captures the 12 EMA, it will be really good. If it doesn't, then it will confine back. So let's check the 12 EMA. 12 EMA is 356. So QQQ, I am positive. 12 EMA is this 356.5 and capture 12 EMA. Amazon was looking really solid today. Apple was looking solid. Google also did well. Tesla was looking positive. So if individual stocks are showing strength, index will not be weak. Keep that thing in mind. These big index stocks, if they're showing some strength, they will try to hold on the index. So 356.50, if we go up, we can test this area, which is 361.44, which is 365, 366, and I'm still 70% bullish on QQQ comparatively. Because Nvidia has some really good numbers. I don't know what's going to happen in the morning, but it should hold. And if it holds, it will give some positive momentum into the market along with Amazon, because Amazon has been basing really strongly along with Tesla. 361, 365. The target is this. Again, I'm just reducing the percentage because it's not closing above the 12 EMA. On the downside, I think 350 is, we don't need this now. 350 area and the regression channel right here. It's taking base from this regression channel as well. So this is really, really good support. It should not break it on the downside. So I'm assuming 350. If we lose 350, this can be really, really sad. Here on the negative side, I'm neutral. I would sell below 354. with a stop loss of 356.5. Target is 350. $344. Because this market is showing some basing, positive basing. So in case ES is moving up, I will still be a buyer at these numbers. NQ, I don't want to keep NQ because we are doing ES. NQ, if you see here, it's going up. It's making dodgy, a graveyard dodgy, where open was 14,588, close was 14,590. So mere difference of 4 points. This is called gravestone doji. So the market is not at all sure what to happen with this index. Again, right now in today's future, it opened at 14,592, trading at 14,593. Again a doji. So we are in the bottom trend. Doji can take it higher because it's currently downtrend. We might see some push. If we fail here, we'll fail big. If we break out here, we'll be breaking out really, really good, really big. So it's a double doji on NQ. And trade wise, I want to go above 625. We'll capture the 12 EMA. And stop loss will be 525. That's the middle of this candle. Target is 14,800. 15,000. Yep. 14,960. Giving 60% positive and neutral. I'm not convinced on the shorting of this because it's making dodgy. I will go short with a stop loss of 14,625, and I would love to short it right here. 14,575. Targets for me is 14,400. 14,450. Yeah, 450, 4,125. I'm just rounding them off. So this should, like you can see my bias. ES I'm still short because ES has higher components than tech. So ES get weak, things can become bad. QQQ I'm neutral to positive. ES I'm neutral to short. This thing you need to understand. Then comes Baba. Baba today again was trying its best. Went on to make 127.50 early in the morning, but then it made a gravestone dodgy. Again, it's not giving me a clear picture. It's making a symmetrical triangle. If you want to like join this, it's making a symmetrical triangle. Usually it has earnings here. It's going to break out really big. Keep an eye on this. I will be positive on Alibaba for next week earnings. I'm just waiting for it. It had abandoned bullish. Now it's symmetrical triangle as well. They got possible. I would love to buy Baba. My stop loss is 124.36, which is pretty clear now. That's 34. 124, let's make it 50. I want to buy in the area 126, buy above 126, and 132, 139, and symmetrical triangle and 146. Like, I'm very much convinced we can even see 146 on Baba. I'm not short on Baba. It's one of my, this is the same pattern we had in MU, where it went on to make 97. Baba is doing exactly the same thing. So 70% bullish. Then I'm looking at Apple. Apple again, like, could not break above 173.50, which I wanted. Tested both 12 and 34, showing positive intent. It was abandoned bullish baby right here, and could not break out, but tested, still holding that gap. So still a continuation there. I would be keeping 172 as my stop loss. Will go above 173 for 177 and 180. So Apple above 173.50 now. And these are my targets, but I'm reducing it to 60% because it could have broken out. It did not. And guys, if you have any other inputs on these trades, so please share your inputs in the chat, or when I'm pulling the Zoom invite, come over and discuss. Because if we together can have multiple eyes on a single chart, it will be much, much better for all of us. Amazon, I'm positive. And if you remember, Amazon tested today that 30,096 area, which was yesterday's plan, 3094. It was day low. And once it went above 3136, it went on to make 3190. Now, stop loss will be moved. That's the red line, which is now 3138 is the stop loss, or 3140. And I want to buy above this area, 3180 or 3170, 60, 75. Target is 3200. That's the roundish number, and 3260. So this is looking better. And I am much more positive on Amazon now. It is riding above 34 EMA now, which is good. It has regained its value. Now what I need to see is, I want to just check on Heikkinen Nishi. It's converting from negative to positive, so it's kind of making bullish. It could have been much better if it closed above well with some higher body, but still making a higher high and somewhat similar low. So I'll be holding this in the positive territory for now. But I'm increasing the percentage for it to 70. Microsoft. Microsoft is struggling really, really hard with this trend line. This is like Heikkinen Nishi chart. It's kind of making it's getting ready for a W, like from here. It's kind of getting ready for this move on the upper side, but it's not successful yet. So I'm still going to keep this as neutral because I wanted to recapture. Look right here. It's supposed to break above this area trend line. It was a base, now it's acting as a resistance. Tomorrow, if we get some strength, we could break out above this for 303, 308. That's the target, 825. It still need to recapture trend line. So I am neutral and I want to buy above 301 area. Sonam, my analysis is still neutral because it's still struggling right here. It needs to regain this 12 EMA, which is 301.75. If it does, then yes, I'll be positive, but as of now, it's neutral. Reddy Baba has hard time, yes, but as I showed, it's basing a symmetrical triangle. It has potential to go higher from this range. Tesla is still struggling with this 929. Like, see how many days it's struggling. Maybe tomorrow it's going to break out from here. So I'll be going long in Tesla. Stop loss updated to 912. I want to buy above 929. Or like if you want to buy, if you can get, like today it gave you opportunity at 908.99 around the stop loss. So 923, 926. I'll not give the 929 target. It's an inside week. If I convert this into a week, you see, if we break above 929, it's going to simply go and blast. So 946 area is really a pain, which is right here, because we are looking at inside week. So 947, if it breaks, I don't have anything to stop it. There's no resistance for me above this area. Next one comes at 100,000 direct. So high probability trade on Tesla if it breaks above. Keep an eye, if you have to take one trade, pick this, Tesla or Amazon. They are basing really good. UPST, as said, UPST, because I mentioned UPST to be bought at around 78, 79. From here, it's almost double now. But again, it came in that range, stuck. If you have to trade, you have to be very careful that this stock usually runs after gap up back to back, but it also comes back really fast. Right now it's showing some strength. I would love to buy this, but above 151 in UPS. It's positive. I want to buy this above 151, and because they're gone above, my target is 168 for UPST, and my stop loss will be right here. Well, not here, in this area where we have some base, 146. MU, this is the only stock which is making all-time highs in this market. It's just going up and up and up and over, not stopping. It just needs to break, like back to back 2 days. It's making inside days. So tomorrow, if it goes above 96.50, it's not going to look back. MU above 96.50. Stop loss will be updated now to 94.30 and 94.50. Target is all-time high previous and 103. So it's again one of my best stocks if I have to pick inside day. It's 80%. I'm most bullish there. Boeing today made some good strength, and again it's trying to regain this area. I'm super bullish on Boeing. I even did the trade on Boeing and shared this trade. Now it's going to break about 219. Stop loss is very, very small, 217.50 on Boeing. Boeing is also going to give a move. It was making inverted head and shoulders. Now that is complete. That is ready. It just need to break out from here. Maybe some news, maybe something is coming for BA. I am bullish on BA. Nvidia, based on the numbers, again, it needs to break above 270. If it does, I will be a buyer. Or if it comes to 258, I will be a buyer. Ready? That's what we call patience and luck. We keep on holding things and they don't move. And the moment we sell, it moves. Harish, I gave CCL, NCLH trades, I think a month back when they were trading at 18 and 20. And I told everybody to go long for 2024 calls or June of 2023 calls. Almost everyone is in good money if they have added at that time. So Nvidia, I want to, it's making a higher high. So I would like to go above 266 Nvidia. My preference is 260, 270. If it can go to 70, it can really move. Google finally moved. It recaptured the 12 EMA, which is good. It was struggling with it. Now it needs to regain the momentum. And it's also making an inverted head and shoulders. Ignoring this big move, but on the neckline, it's making a good inverted head and shoulders. So I'll be, it's not a clean head and shoulders, but I'm just taking that because I feel this is getting ready. My goal is to go about 2770, stop loss 2750. Target is 2800, which is the right number, and 2850. We will discuss all these, IJ, and Reddy will discuss once I'm done. Then AMD. AMD was relatively weak today, and it again got rejected from this trend line, but it has ability to regain its momentum and come back. So tomorrow, if it recaptures 118, I'll be a buyer there. I want to buy above 118.61 in AMD. I'm still going to call this neutral because it has lost all those things. Buy above 118.60 and stop loss will be 117. It needs to regain that 12 EMA. Facebook, I was kind of thinking it will do something, but it messed up. Like every day there's negative news on Facebook, so I'm just deleting it from my list. Instead, I'm bringing in Snow. Snow for last few days is holding this 300 area pretty well. It's holding this smaller gap around 285 to 86, allowing the EMS to catch up. Today it's making a bullish engulfing, which is really good. Bullish engulfing. I am interested to go long in snow above 305. And if you're looking at snow, try to go for next week or maybe March because it has earnings. Try to make some spreads here. It will definitely move really, really big. I can guarantee you that. It's also making inverted head and shoulders. I just realized it. It's also making that. Has a very good potential to see 370, 380. If you want to jump for 370 calls for March 18. I'm 100% sure we're going to beat this by March 18. So here I will above 305, 306. I can see target of 320. 320 and 333 area has been a base. Yeah, 337, 330. Netflix failed and it has not able to regain any momentum whatsoever. So I'm deleting it from my list. I may pick up something else instead of Netflix. Maybe Sofi. Sofi inside week. So Sofi, I'm positive. Sofi, I've been recommending since 12. It's gonna hit 13. It already did. Now it's capturing this. I'm really bullish from here on Sofi. They have earning next week, so potentially you will see some serious move on Sofi above this area, above 13.14. As 30 Fibonacci as well as almost 34 EMA. You want to take 34 EMA, it's 34.25. Let's take 34 EMA. 25. I would like to go long here with a target of 15 and 16.25. 15 and 16.25. It's an inside week. Very high possibility of a really good move. Stop loss in this case will be 1250. I'll check over on AMD 1 second once I'm done. Square is like struggling since last earnings. It's not able to cross this 12 EMA, not even once. It's breaking. And if you see here, it's making lower highs and lower lows, but it's kind of basing around this 100 area, 199 area. So if I have to take stance here, I will go with a target above, because it has to regain this area. Maybe it shows some momentum. So buy above 111, 75. Stop loss will be 109. Here I'm showing neutral. And target is 120 to 128. And one more important thing you need to remember, because I'm not giving the contra views, but if the index is getting changed, you just need to change the direction of the trade and this stop loss will become your stop loss for the short side. So if, for example, Google goes below 2750, then go short with a stop loss of 2750. Because I'm right now writing all these things based on bias I have, but market doesn't work on the bias. It may change depending on its own mode. So I'll be keeping this very clear. I haven't even mentioned it here. Snap, I don't want to cover Snap. It failed. Like it wanted to cross 41, but failed with Google News. So if one good thing is it allowed 34 to catch up. If it crosses 41, there's a possibility, but again, it's neutral now. It was a double inside day breakdown. So not anymore. Roku have earnings tomorrow, and Roku is trying its best to hold this 12 EMA. And usually when you're struggling on the area on the downside and you're not moving up, you might end up going down really big. So there's a possibility. But looking at the streaming industry and looking at, let's look at if we have any kind of calls on Roku. Roku. So Roku 140 calls are bought for this week. 170 puts are sold. Let's evaluate Roku. But if you have to take a Roku trade, let's evaluate it. Let's see if this 170 put for March 18. What's happening with March 18? 170 put. Because if it fails, it's going to come down into 2 digits. 170 put. Let's go and do a chart for this. And let's see on 1 minute. This happened at 152. Let me do 15 minutes first. Right here. 152, because this is the candle where it will, so it opened at 23 high, so volume is 514. How many lots it had? 286. So if I need to break it down into 5 minutes, you see right here, the price action is showing that yes, there was some serious selling in this put, 170 put. If you're selling 170 put, it means positive. But again, year, it can go down really bad. It can go really up. I don't know, but it looks really fine to me. In terms of Heikin Ishii, let's check that. What's the trend for it? It's coming down all the way. Now we are kind of basing here and we are moving higher. It's making inside day. So till the moment it's holding that 161.70 area, I'm okay with it. 162. Till the moment it's holding that, I'm okay with Roku. 179 and 200, 220. That's really much possible in Roku. If it breaks down, I don't have any levels for Roku. It will come down all the way to 70s in 60s. And if you're saying bullish, bearish pennant or bear flag, if you're talking about this, yes, it's also making a bearish flag as well. Possibility. Because ERs are ERs. Like, even if you have a bearish flag, charts may not work on that time. That's why I'm just keeping it neutral on Roku and giving it a 50% chance. I don't know what's happening with Roku. Last is coin. Coin is like struggling to break out of this 34 EMA. It's trying its best. Every time it comes near it, it fails. And if I change it to just, I will still want to go above 211 long. Yes, everything is same for coin. Nothing changes. It's 60%. All right, so that's about it from me. I'm sharing this link. If anybody wants to join, you can join. Futures are down, boom, 44.40, which is not good. I need to know what exactly happened, if there is any news on futures. Is there any attack which happened? Kanaya, I am actually doing this video, so I cannot check. Let me just check on investing.com what's happening. Or CNBC. Geopolitics. There's no breaking news here.
Yeah, at least yes, it's holding.
It's not holding, man. It broke down.
Yeah, it
44.
broke down, but it is still not, I mean, going further down. That's why I just posted a message.
But can you check any news around it?
Yeah, let me check.
They said Ukraine did something.
They attacked or they responded?
They said they fired mortar shells.
Okay, that's not good. Let's look at crude then. Crude was, I placed an order at 91.40. Too short. I should cancel that. But this is a clear instruction that yes, something is, if crude bounces, it means something is happening. If crude fails, then I was trying to short this and I missed it. It's just in front of us. Look how quickly it's going down. It was 91.16, almost like $300 in a matter of few seconds. This market might bounce. But crude should go up in case IJ. Let's keep an eye. My crude order should have like made me some money in just 10 minutes. How quickly it's falling. If I break it down to 5 minutes on crude, it's showing positive. And in 30 minutes, yeah, I placed right at 91.50. It came there and then 91.46 it came. Shit. Made good money.
Naval, this is Abhishek. So I was talking with eTrade today. They said 22nd Feb is the last date to trade on crude for March. Otherwise, we have to take a delivery of the oil. So just want sharing the information.
If you do, see, what do you got? Right now, this is April future.
Yeah, April is good. March is the one like
I
they
do
were.
not trade options on this, so I'm not worried about delivery. Futures, I can roll over automatically.
I don't know, like they sold my contract. It
No,
was not an option.
they do automatically.
Yeah, they said like
They'll
they
give
are
you a
doing it.
call.
No, they didn't. They didn't. They gave it. They gave the call 2 hours after selling it.
No, they do that.
So
In some
they're
cases, they will also
they
sell you options before, like 1 or 2 hours before the expiry, or 1 day.
yeah. So they said like they are giving a call, but there is a delay in calling everyone because it's taking time. But they
Yes,
took the action to sell it
yes,
for
yes.
every.
They do that. Usually, if you have option of telling them that yes, you want to roll over, they'll roll it over your position from March to April automatically.
Oh, okay. They didn't told me that this can be done automatically. Yeah, I
Okay.
will talk with them. Yeah. Yeah,
Market
just with
bounced after that news. It went down to 44 and it bounced because crude went down. That was a signature. So let me check on our firms. Mr. Singh is asking. And then we have PLTR. A firm is decimated. And as of now, I don't see any area where it is showing any sense of strength. It's making lower lows, lower highs. Maybe one more day, it comes down. The size of the bodies are reducing significantly. And again, look at this gravestone doji. It was going up, gravestone doji, bring it down. So these dodges are really, really important. Keep an eye on this always, no matter what happens. So a firm, I would simply wait for some consolidation before it moves higher. Then we had PLTR and FVBR. PLTR. PLTR is moving, but it's a shit stock from me. I have stopped even looking into this company. It had so beautiful opportunities right here, 28, 29 to break out. It did not. And now it's coming right at this regression channel bottom, bounced from it, holding this 12 EMA. Till the moment it's holding 1360, it might go to 1480, and there you can check for further move. 1480 is the target. If it does, then 1560 is the target for PLTR. Yes, Richard.
Hi, Naval. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm just finishing up dinner over here. I posted some charts on Twitter to you. It was like, I forget exactly which ones now.
I think I replied on Twilio. There's so many notifications.
You're a popular man.
And you keep on changing your name. I don't know what's wrong with
Oh,
you.
yeah. Sorry. My username stays the same.
Yes,
Richard.
but
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
keep on changing your name.
They always say like you should. There it is. Freezy Alpha. That's me this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Costco.
Okay, Costco. Yeah. So thanks for clarifying the abandoned baby up top.
This is, I was looking at this.
Yeah.
But it's not a clean one. This is abandoned baby where you have spaces on both sides.
So because it had that abandoned baby up top, that's a shift for a momentum change, right? So
Yes, that's the negative momentum right there.
So now the question is, if we're in a negative momentum, how far down do we go from here?
Costco has run a lot, and I mean a lot. And with retail still coming for such a high retailers, I don't think so. It's going to go down that much. If it was bad retail numbers, certainly it would have died down. It has earnings, and Costco always beats earnings. So it may consolidate here in next few days before making any meaningful move. Ready PLTR was 1485 target and 1560. I'll check on what's the code? Intel and Disney. Just give me a few minutes. So Richard, this I would say in terms of trend, let's also check this on here. You see, right, it's making lower lows, but the low is kind of consolidating right here, 500 area. Either it needs to break 500 for it to go to 491 and 470 area, or it will move higher from here, consolidate and move higher. It has seen a non-stop move from 400 to 570. Now it may take a break, and if I don't know, you use what you call Elliott waves. Look, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C.
I mean, doesn't the C have to go below the A though?
Yes, it goes
So-
like here.
Yeah, so
So it's a potential with earnings coming. 469 possible, but I've not seen Costco failing on earnings.
okay.
So possibly before ER, you might see 491. But ERs are ERs, and you know my luck with ERs.
Right.
It's not cup and handle, on Costco. So that's one.
Okay, Costco's one. What was the other one I posted to you?
Twilio, I replied to you in detail.
Yeah,
Nike.
Nike. Yeah, I have a Nike like calendar spread. So I'm playing up to like 155 on Nike. I really like this setup. I don't know why I like it so much. But, yeah. So yeah, I like it because see that anchored VWAP? That anchored VWAP comes all the way from the July earnings, that July 2020, all the way back. So it's
kind of
stayed
basing
there.
from here.
Yeah. And that lines up with like the fib level too, at least on that chart.
My only concern with Nike is it has a huge gap. If it fails, because like we are in the downtrend and we are struggling with 12 and 34. If we fail below 145, 146 on breakout, we'll come down all the way and fill this gap at 131. Either we need to recapture 149 and there's no earnings coming for it until March.
Yeah, March 3rd, I think.
So
Or March,
again,
sorry, March.
if Dow stocks are moving, this may move. Nike is in Dow? No, Nike is not in Dow. But if tech stocks or like if market needs some level, you will see Walmart. If Walmart moving tomorrow, you may see a push on Nike as well. If Walmart struggles, Target struggles, Nike will not move. Chart wise, I don't see anything in it as of now.
Okay.
Struggling right in this area. It's not able to break out. Either it comes to 150 and hold, show me some strength, then, or it is down to show me any significant down move. No, it's not doing that.
I mean, I like that the gap is below is holding, right? So like it had a chance to fall and it's not falling.
No, it might fall again if the market is getting negative. It might fall from there.
I see.
But yes, you're right. It had opportunities 3 or 4 times to come and fill the gap. It's holding that. But IBM also had something similar and it filled the gap eventually. MU had the gap, it filled the gap eventually. So now if you're struggling here, it's not able to cross, then if it struggles 1 more or 2 more times, it might give up.
Now it has the gap above now too, right? So it's kind of have this, it has like a little bit of an island pattern, right? I've heard of an island top, but is there
Yes,
such
this
thing as
is
an
England.
island bottom?
This is England, right?
It's England.
Yes,
It's interesting.
it's an island.
It's an island, right? Like it's kind of like this little island that's formed just south of the M.
Yeah. Okay. Any more charts?
I don't know. Was there? I might have posted another one on there.
You had Filio. QCOM, no, that's 15.
That was from yesterday. Yeah, that was yesterday.
I think that's it.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
no problems. Let me check FVRR first and Intel. This is not a good chart. FVRR. It's already 10% down and it's struggling here. Like at the chart, it's not showing any significant strength. It's in fact showing more and more negativity. Has earnings, so I don't know how earnings will come up. But this, if it recaptures 91, you might have some move there. And again, I do not play earnings. I do not trade earnings. I do not recommend earnings. INTC. Intel is slowly and steadily moving, but AMD has done so much that Intel cannot fill those shoes. Look at this ridiculous chart. All the chip stocks are making new highs and Intel is stuck right there. And it's there for almost 3.5 years. From 2018 all the way to 2022. Same range. There's no point trading Intel. Disney has regained. Trend is getting positive since the earnings. 154 is a stop loss. If it holds like it's showing right now, it holds, it can go towards 167 and fill the gap. There's a gap between 171 and 164. So 164 area it can test. Anyone else? Otherwise, it's already 1.5 hours for me.
I had one more. I'm looking at Wayfair to the downside. So that's W.
This is like, you see all my levels have gone. There's still one gap which needs to be filled right here. So I agree with you. It can see downside. But again, all these companies, for I don't know why they are posting such a beautiful earnings. I'm not able to comprehend at all. So where do you see it go? All the way down to 100?
Not right away. I think I was looking at the 120 area.
It has earnings, right? On 24 next week.
Yes.
I need to even change my, let me just change this. This doesn't even make sense anymore. I can still start from here. Very wide range. No, it's not make sense. Still making sense, right? It's coming here, it's bouncing from here, struggling here. Yeah, this is much better. And I need to draw now Fibonacci. I need to draw some retracements. I cannot use extensions here, so I'm going to use retracements. And even those will not work. I might try a different way. It's showing at $24, $129 and $24. It's not an appropriate way, but if it loses to 129, it's going really, really down. You're looking at 120. That gap,
Yes.
that gap is 105. There's a gap right here. 105, there is a gap at 50. There is a gap at 132. I think 132 must have been filled. This doesn't make sense at all. This is so difficult to draw. This is looking good. Let me draw from here. That's the last option I have. It will only give me areas around this.
You know, Naval, you might want to try to do the trick of writing minus W instead of W, so you can see the inverse chart. That might help define the levels.
Problem is that Fibonacci extensions won't go that down.
Right. You know how you're used to drawing the charts in the bullish direction, but you could draw the same regression channel here and the same fib extension here, and it's more easier to pick it out.
Let me give it a try.
Not to make it more confusing. Sorry, Earl.
Oh, then that's another way of doing it. $125, 101, 81, 62. That coincides with your numbers all.
Yes, I think I was looking at 120. I'm starting to look at it again. I think it was 129. Actually, it was 130, 134. And then I was looking at around 120. But yeah,
Okay.
that's close enough.
Okay, but I'm not bullish on this. But again, I have seen in the ERs, it can usually go either way, and it moves really, really big. And thanks, money, I can introduce -2 as well as a coefficient to give me a further level. Right now, that level is coming at 89, 129, 89 from this chart.
All right, appreciate it.
No problems. Reddy, I don't know from where you can pick up. Tommy, I've posted I'll be sharing this information. You can check that. Last, I'm just taking the CRM. Again, I've told many times, I do not trade on these small tickers. I don't like them. I don't trade them. It's not able to capture 12 EMA CRM. It was making a morning star, still in that continuation. It needs to regain 215 to show some strength. Otherwise, it will fail. I don't know what's your name, but CRM needs to capture 215 to move. All right. Okay, it's already 11:30. I need to sleep. I need to get up early. We'll catch up tomorrow then. All the very best, everyone. Good night. Bye-bye.